This is officially the Thanksgiving episode. It
Oh,
is
happy Thanksgiving,
happy
everybody.
happy
Miranda's making mac
Thanksgiving.
and cheese.
This is it. We're all after today's podcast. Actually, we have another one tomorrow. We're
With
knocking off
Leland
two in a
Sklar,
row
y'all.
here. We have guests on both. Can you believe this, people? Guests are back on our
Come
podcast.
on.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
incredible.
But it's nothing but Thanksgiving after we hang up here. That's that.
Yeah, that's true. And this
Yeah.
will go up Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes,
Yep.
and for this year, I'm pretty excited, guys, because normally, I mean, I always cook for the whole family and stuff, and then I always go through this rigmarole about head counts and who's coming, and please get back to me. It's like
Yes.
advancing a gig. Like some
Mhm.
people call back, some people don't. You're right up to the wire. You don't know how many plates to put out, and you want to shoot somebody. So instead, I'm making what I'm making. I always get a 20 to 22-pound bird. I always make that much potatoes. Who am I mean, who cares? And
Right.
so this year the text goes from 3:30 on. And then come or don't, and then I can sit down whenever I want. It's just going to be beautiful.
That sounds a lot better. I'm not saying better than mine. Mine's going to be very active. I'm with 2 kids, 3 grandkids, and all the associated adults associated with all
Yeah.
those.
Well, we
Okay,
will be too, but it'll
we're
just be
all
on.
there.
Yours is going to be more organized, and mine will be organized. It's just usually everybody has this whole detailed what's going to happen, and I'm just saying the door will be open by 3:30. The
Good
food will be
attitude.
ready.
So, Susan, so you make macaroni and cheese
Oh,
for Thanksgiving?
no, not usually.
Oh,
No, I
oh,
make all the trad, but then the entries that come. Like Miranda
yes.
has either green bean casserole, mac and cheese. She does a pumpkin.
Okay.
She has her,
Okay.
the banana pudding. She has her things, and
Yeah.
we love mac and cheese. So it's just like, well, who's not going to say yeah? Yeah, bring some mac
Right,
and
right.
cheese. It's like that.
As soon as you said green bean casserole,
Yes.
my mind went to Branson, Missouri, and the Thanksgiving we did there.
Oh yeah, Louis made it.
I think it may have been the first time I ever witnessed in-person green bean casserole. It's nothing I would pursue, of course,
Oh God, no!
Oh
It's
my
got a
God.
but it
cannonball.
reminded me of Branson and the guy, the magician we played with, Rick. We should tell everyone. Rick just sent all of us the show.
Yes.
Have you watched it yet? I haven't. I want to put it up on my big screen and watch it for a Christmas show.
Yeah, put it up
Yeah.
in the morning. Like, yeah, I do want to hear it. He seems quite proud of it, and I know it was something he thought he was going to be able to sell and continue and
Yeah,
maybe sell
boy.
the show to another theater.
Right.
You
Obviously,
never
that
know.
happened.
Never say
Because it was
never, guys.
interesting. I actually did play it, you know. Oh, it's just great. It's so
Is
funny and
it?
fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, but it almost seemed like he edited it because it took a long time for any magic to be shown. Did we actually go through our whole set before any magic was shown?
Yeah,
Magic was second to the
he
last.
was the second half. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it was great.
Is
And
it?
oh yeah, such good memories. And yeah.
Nothing but,
We're goofy.
Yeah, yeah,
nothing but. Hey,
yeah.
Branson, if you're listening, you got a theater up there.
The
You know, we're,
Cowsills are so ready too.
we're
From the
available.
top of the mountain to the
Oh
top of
man.
the floor.
And,
That's
and and we should tell you, we work at keeping December free, but for you, we would
yeah.
not keep December
Oh,
free.
Branson is Christmas.
Branson is
Yeah,
Christmas, and we
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
whole other entity into
That
itself.
was crazy.
And
Yeah, it
and
this
was
time,
great.
I think I'd probably bring my family for half of it, like
it would
literally.
change. It would be so big because even we, I mean, we were blown away by the scope of it doing it, and
Yeah.
and even we didn't know through most of it, we thought this was a new annual booking. We're going to get this. It's too
Yeah,
good not to do every year.
It's
We
our
had
other happy together.
going in our
yeah,
head,
yeah.
and
Damn.
unknowingly to us, oh no, they're selling the Andy
Williams
Williams Theater, and
Theater.
this is your last performance of this
Yeah.
show. But
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was a hell of a way to go out. And there's a Christmas show that sits and lives. And that I'm sorry, but those things can go anywhere, anytime if somebody wanted to step up and think about it. I mean, there's venues all through the country that do Christmas shows,
he
you know.
could he could
Yes.
make that a video. to sell at Christmas time. Hey, here's a Christmas show that took place in Branson in 2000, whatever.
Yeah.
So good. We want to share it with you all.
Somewhere this
Love you.
night, where the dark only
Dream it.
knows. I just remember, I was trying. We remain ever patient.
You
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
this show was so fun for me, Paul and Susan, because we were challenged to beyond belief.
Yeah.
And I remember early thinking, "Oh my God, they're not really gonna have us walking around singing, are they?"
I remember you said
I
that.
remember that. I thought we were just gonna do our set, stand in place, and behave. No, we're romping around the stage with moves.
Yeah.
You know, Bob turned into a real Dennis Stefano that week. That's the week
Yes.
you brought out your inner Denny.
Me and Paul got there ahead of you, Susan, and they had one night of rehearsal that you couldn't make or whatever. You were behind schedule.
Yeah.
And at that rehearsal, we learned just bring in what we all learned on our own because we all worked individually to do the show, obviously,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
bring it in. There was so much going on. Whatever we picked was going to work. It's like you didn't really have to rehearse with the Letterman or anybody. You just sang what you sang, and it, we all moved around a little during rehearsal and got it to where you hear it. But that was so cool. That was so wild.
It was
Me and
the
Paul were
best.
going, what do we do? Just do what we learned. Paul's going, I'm doing what I figured out. And now you're going, me too then, man. You weren't even in yet. And I'm going, this is nutty. It was crazy.
But what fun
Yeah.
with the Letterman guys, what sweetie pies, and that was just great. It was just such a wild, it was like a whole life. It's like we went to some Buddhist retreat of music. And like, and there was every day was the same. We did the same thing every day. It was very quiet and peaceful. And then the thing would unfold, and then we'd go back into our little
places.
And Rick, boy, and they really wanted me not to wear my hat.
Yeah, they wanted Polly not to wear his hat.
Oh, is that right? That's
what was our lady's name? I can't remember her name.
What was her name?
Precious.
Rick and
Tanya? No.
That's
Tanya?
terrible. We should know that name.
Tanya.
Well, but Rick never introduces her.
Yeah.
Even in the video, you keep wondering what her name is. She's never really introduced.
Well, she was amazing, is what she was.
She was great.
Yeah,
hey, who do we have on our? We say we're all boasting about guests. Who do we have on our podcast?
We have a guest. Paul, take us through it.
Today is Kit Frascella. I'm thinking that's how we say her last name, but basically, she is DJ Sunny G, and she has a show called The Sunshine Factory. But the very interesting thing that I found out about her is that and we want to find out where her head was at when she was a junior or senior in high school, because she picked Montclair State University that has a department there where you can go to this college, and when you graduate it, you're a certified DJ. And there are these certifications.
Wow.
And I looked at the school, it almost seems like like Hollywood Professional or something, but it's just the department in the whole scheme of Montclair State, and it was something they're able to do. And she went into it. She graduated last year and she came out. And so we want to find out about, DJ Sunny G and that show there. How long's that been going? And then, man, I got a whole bunch of questions like, where is radio at? Is it surviving? Because she's a college student. And so she's already dealt with all these questions. And I think she's going to have some really good answers. How are you keeping up with technology, changes in radio? They have to be on the cusp of that, and here she is being.
Where's Montclair?
New Jersey, right down from Ira.
Oh, okay.
Right down the street.
And she's in a college radio station.
Well, she went, but she went to college to become a DJ, a radio. So they have this whole department with all the, we'll find out more from her, but all the options that there are for these kids. I want to know, what did your mom and dad think when you came home as a junior or senior going, I'm going to become a DJ and I'm going to Montclair State. Yeah, I'm going to Montclair State. I mean, because we met her parents.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they came through the meet and greet line. And so I'm wondering how that all worked out, because, she was telling her parents, I'm going to go into radio and be a DJ. And they're thinking, well, honey, there is no more DJ. There is no more radio. What are you talking about? There's only podcasts.
Poor kid. She's like Rachel. She's from another time.
We want to get into it with her.
Well, listen,
I can see the dad. Well, you don't have 5 turntables in front of you, do you?
Listen, on this same kind of quirky notes, and I don't want to forget, so I'm just going to pop it in real quick. I got a little girl who was out on one of our shows handed me this envelope, okay, and inside it was this dossier, and I'm just going to briefly touch on it, and I think we ought to have her on because it's a really great idea. So Dan,
Yes.
it's called Rock of Ages Business Plan. Rock of Ages is a groundbreaking senior community. This is her idea. Is a groundbreaking senior community that combines high quality wellness with the culture, spirit, and aesthetic of rock and roll, designed for baby boomers and Gen Xers who grew up on the soundtrack of rebellion, self-expression, and social change. This concept blends music, whole health, and person-centered care to deliver a joyful, meaningful aging experience. This is not a themed facility, it's a full style brand. The community uses music as therapeutic, social, and identity affirming force to reduce isolation, enhance engagement, and deliver exceptional outcomes in physical, mental, and emotional health. That's the beginning of it. And she goes on to tell her plan. She put her card in here. And what it is, and this is the kind of thing I think about, these kind of things. It's, it's a old person home for us for the people, Paul, that you want to do your documentary about. What is why this music has just been
Oh, there you go.
right
Yeah.
on. And so this young lady is thinking outside the box for people like us who are getting old, and like Sydney is going, I don't want to go to one of those places, but she'd hop in a bus because she thought Elvis, like her life was going to be centered around talking about Elvis Presley all day and listening to Elvis and wearing poodle skirts and being with other people like Elvis. That's what this is. And I think it's pretty cool. I mean, that's me.
Yeah.
I can say, hey, Sydney, it's an Elvis community within the villages.
Well, but it's not. But yes. I mean,
she's afraid of the villages, and she's thinking that when she thinks it.
Well, it is, but it's a little more. And when you read her plan, she said, it's got 2 more pages full of very detailed plan, and wanted to know what I thought. And I think it's a grand idea, and I think people should hear about it who could make something happen. It's just a way to help out our people who come to us. I mean, she took some time to write this. So anyway, just wanted to share that along with
it's kind of reminds me of the Happy Together tour, because if she makes that community and all the boomers and everybody's in there, they're eventually going to pass out and pass through. No pun intended, pass out. But you know what I mean. And then
it's really beautiful, and it reminds.
Yeah, accommodate the theme, and now we're going to do 70s or 80s music. I don't know. It sounds good.
Well, it's just like, I bet they'll have mini festivals like the one I just played, where you're out in lawn chairs and you're in your hippie clothes and you're standing there listening to a rock band on a stage in this community, because that's what you are.
She's tapped into how the music bonded our generation, and we can live with it.
Paulie's always talking about with his idea.
Why are they still here? Why do we still do this?
Cool. I was very impressed. So, I love this other walks of life that we happened to throw in our intro that day.
Yes.
And making us come up with other walks of life.
Speaking
of which, Ira needs to be on our podcast, guys.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ira Wolf. Take it, Ira.
Little Cowsill history.
It's just the best. It's stuff nobody will ever hear. And it's phenomenal, from the car full of people that Dad had him bring down to the Ed Sullivan show. It's like it's endless.
Yeah, we don't
do great.
Ira's our friend, guys, and he's from our past, and basically his memories are when we were all very, very early in the game, very young.
I'm 6.
I mean, he says things I don't even remember. Oh yeah, you were right there.
Bobby was over there. He was doing
that. I'm going. Ira, Bob's.
Bobby, you remember that diner?
Yeah, he would he'll say stuff to me like I do remember. I'm going.
It's so cute.
Dude, my memory's kicked in at age 14. I think I'm clueless. I don't know.
But he says some things I remember.
I
was the great observer.
We're joking, but you do remember. You do. Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of it.
No, right. No, for sure you do.
But
the details he's got. He was trying to tell Paulie and I about this spot that you and Billy ate at or slept in a parking lot. You remember, Bob? You did it all the time. For goodness' sake.
The Bruins Bowl.
That was it. The Bruins Bowl. They even have great names like the Bruins Bowl. So Ira Wolf coming your way. You're gonna love him, y'all.
Oh yeah,
love Ira Wolf.
So
I gotta send him those pictures.
But the only thing we have to remember about is that we need to figure out how to get him on Zoom. I mean,
the kid can get him on. Or his friend, his sweet friend, our friend.
Eric, well, we'll see. Yeah,
Well,
he
maybe
might not.
not.
Oh no, or the girl, what's her name?
Oh God, we're terrible. We're old. Hey, we're old. Okay, we
When we
retain
had
what we
dinner with.
retain.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
Names
retain
are
what
tough.
we.
Names are tough. But you're
yeah.
right. Because we don't want to say, but now Paul's on a flight to New Jersey right now. He's going to get to Ira, and we're going to do our episode tomorrow. He won't.
Yeah.
But you're
Oh,
right. Zoom would be. I mean, email was hard enough, and now
This
he's
is
good at
lousy coffee.
he
Blech.
would say, no, 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 I'm not doing
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah. He fights the technology. That's
My
true.
He
God,
does.
he came in
All right.
with a piece of paper this big with our itinerary on it.
We we
Yes.
we have to be
What are we
we,
doing? Oh, we're being a oh,
good
because Kit will be
students of
back.
our business. So we do have two more performances we want to just bring up before the year ends. Uh, one is in Tomball, Texas on December 15th. Is it 15th? I think that's late. Wow, we said yes. Next year it's December 10th. But anyway, December 15th, we do have our annual Christmas show in Tomball
Yes, Bob.
at the Main Street crossing. The council's annual Christmas return is December 15th this year. And
Which is a Monday. Which is a Monday,
wow,
interestingly.
is it?
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
Yep.
people are going to go out on a Monday night. You're going to give
They
up.
do though. We've seen that happen, you guys.
Uh,
Because it's early and we're old. We're like old people stuff. They're like, oh, let's go. There's a lovely thing. They go eat, they watch us, and they go home.
No.
you know,
It is fun to do it is fun to do something like that
I
where
love it.
because you can do it on Monday. Let's buy a ticket. Heck, we don't have a job. We're not going to work. We don't, it's not a school
Yeah.
night.
Yes.
yeah.
So it's crazy though.
Even Monday Night Football, you go, well, what about the game? You go, well, it starts at 7, 8 o'clock here, man. We got time for the concert and the game. This is a
Yeah.
big night. This
It's
is it.
actually the 15th, guys.
It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
15th. Yes, it's the
We
15th of
travel out
December
back home on the 16th. So
this
I
year.
just
Yes.
confirming we'll be back.
And then the gig that the event that almost wasn't, because unless somebody got in touch with us asking for the names for 21 hotel rooms,
Which really got our attention.
we would have quietly missed a gig December 28th at the Arcada Theater with the Association and the Vogue
Heartbreaking if we had missed that.
and the Vogues. And we happen to know that if you go to that show, will be seeing 3/8 of the Happy Together
That is
show
correct.
that night.
Yeah.
There's 8 groups, 3 of them are there. 3/8 will be there that night at the Arcada Theater.
3/8.
Yeah.
3/8 of the show.
We have to get on booking flights for that.
For
We
what?
do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
28th.
Oh, no. Right.
Well, we got the signed contract. We were all a little nervous all through this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was unstable, but now it's stable. Yeah, let's get those things booked.
We've been to unstable gigs before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we've
yeah,
all
yeah.
done that. That's
I
how,
kind of like them. You kind of walk in and go, is there a
That's
stage?
how- that's how I met Bill Mummy. Billy Mummy and I years ago got booked accidentally for the same private gig, and I set up. And I was all set up. And then he shows up with gear. I was like,
Wow.
Who are you? I didn't even know who he was.
Wait, Bob,
I'm Bill
wait.
Mummy.
I
said,
have
"You're-"
I missed that part of this.
Oh yeah, that's how we met. I said, "You're Bill Mooney." Years later, we're gonna do any kind of interaction, and John is gonna meet him.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he goes,
Double booked, somebody double booked 2 pops, 60s
Yes.
icons for their gig and
Yeah,
forgot to
Randy
tell the
did
other
that.
one.
Yeah, so I'm already set up. So Billy goes, "Well, what are we gonna do?" I said, "I guess we're gonna sing." Now I didn't know he is gonna know every song I know. I don't know.
Aw,
I don't know him well. I don't know that he's made records and stayed in the music business and
Okay.
did this and was prolific and wrote and recorded and all of it. But
yeah.
we started
Oh.
with, let's plug in and go. And it was amazing, you guys. Every lead vocal he knew, I knew the harmony. Every lead vocal I did, he knew the harmony. He knew everything I knew. It
I
was
have to tell you
incredible.
something, and you reminded me because of Bill Mooney.
We almost started a band.
Well, guess what? That's what's so funny. And he thinks like that, Bob. That guy is so
Oh yeah,
just
we should be in a
wants to
band.
play
We should
music.
be in a band.
John
Now,
and
years
Vic, they drive
later-
him nuts because he
Yeah,
can't
years
get him.
later, It's John. It's
But
John.
guys, Stanley Livingston, Ernie from
Yeah,
My
Ernie.
Three Sons. Bill's been they're old besties, and Wally. I mean, Wally was his bestie. Okay, Tony Dow. Wally passed away, and I'm noticing Bill's hanging out with Ernie a lot, and they're doing these. They're both doing. Ernie is like Bill. He knows every Beatles song, and he plays acoustic, and he knows the harmonies perfectly. So
Wow.
my brain, I'm gonna hit Bill up and go, dude. will Stanley come on? We need Ernie.
Yeah, that would be
From
great.
the My Three Sons. I mean, that is my childhood. He was my
Yeah.
equivalent in the house of those crazy days when I was trying to figure out who we all were. And
I
like,
get him.
so anyway, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but these are things I want to remember to say because they're good ones.
No. We got a line too.
Stanley. And then Chip's still around too, I might tell you.
I'm telling you, it's good to find these people. I'm in loving these interviews with these kids that were part of our life.
Yeah, it's cool.
We were kids.
Yeah.
And they were doing
Yeah.
a different version of what we were doing. And it's cool to hear their version.
It is. And what is funny to me is that most of these kids, from my Brady buddies all the way down, they're musical. And what they got to do from it is express that on the outskirts. I mean, there's pictures of little Moomy, like 10-year-old Moomy with a guitar in his Lost in Space outfit. He's been saying, I want to be this guy. And they've always said, okay, here, sing. He's singing on Lost in Space. So they all have a little,
Wow.
so we connect because they're very rounded. Most of these kids we're talking about have it all.
Right.
So when,
Right.
you know, they relate to us.
Yeah.
We're the musical version of what they wanted to do. And we're like, oh, you guys are the cool kids in the sitcom. So it's
Right.
Yeah.
cool.
That is totally there.
Wow.
We got that. So we're going to have
we
Artie
many
Kornfeld
guests.
on again. Artie Kornfeld has contacted us. We love Artie. And
we're going to have an Artie segment, right, guys?
yeah.
We're going to Park and Artie Kornfeld and
Once
Artie
a month.
Kornfeld and other things.
Check in with him once a month. Sure. Yeah.
Artie Kornfeld and the other things.
Because the thing here's, Artie Kornfeld and the other things. And I get the feeling with Artie, the more we learn, I feel like I could say, so Artie, without even asking him, Artie, so tell us your Lady Gaga interaction. And he'll have one.
He will.
Oh, I started her when she was just a piano player sitting on the piano stool when she was 14. I mean, who knows? He seems
He's kind of like Forrest Gump. Like he's in a picture with every rock star.
He is. The more even we didn't know. It's like when
blow our minds. He does.
Our minds, but it's like but we were always that way. I mean, me and Bill, we were working with this guy, Charlie Colello, for the We Can Fly album. Now, all along, Charlie Colello was one of the Four Seasons. He was the guy that took the place of the guy who got kicked out because of the mafia. I don't know if you saw,
I saw that movie,
the Four Seasons thing. But Charlie Colello was the Four Season who replaced him. And I worked all with him during We Can Fly. I never knew it and I would have said, man, you were one of the Four Seasons? That's incredible. Nothing.
No. Everyone
has multiple histories, of the things that they did. It's incredible. We did get a question on info@Cowsills that the Odeum in Rhode Island, they're not listing us on February 20th, but they now are listing us. We are going to be there before the cutting room, February 21st. We'll be at the Odeum in Greenwich, Rhode Island, on that Saturday or Friday night. Okay.
The Odeum.
They said, are you really playing there? They're not showing it yet. And but hey, listen, this Illinois and show the 28th got me alert about everything. I listen to everybody now. I immediately think we are playing and we don't know about it.
Wait. So say that. I'm sorry. I was
the Odeum,
you're so casual here. Where is the Odeum?
In Rhode Island. It's the
Where in Rhode Island? Like how close to what cousin?
Greenwich, Rhode Island, and it's the night before we go to New York and do the cutting room, and then the next Sunday we go out and do the trio gig while everyone else goes home. So that's that weekend in February.
I see it over here near my lamp and my
but I'm just mentioning it because we got a request saying, hey, they're not listening to you. Are you really there? Because they know we're knuckleheads.
Listen, we didn't even know we were.
That's what I'm saying.
We didn't know we were somewhere on the 28th till a minute ago. So
my answer was not, oh no, we're there. My answer was like, wait a minute, I'll check and see. What do I know? I'm only a band. I'm one of the
God.
Funny as
can be. God, it's right.
But that's true. And then January 30th is our residency at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas. Love the rest.
Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Here she is
walking down the street. She's the funniest fellow. Everyone meet. Hey, it's Kit. She's coming on a radio show. Hey,
Hi, Kit.
Your microphone still shows a red mark through it. We don't hear you yet.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
You came in so hot the last time, boy. You were
But look at how
video,
quick
audio.
she got right to that. Kit, we
Oh,
tell most of our guests how to come on, and they can't do anything, and all we see is this.
it's great to
Everybody's
have
here.
someone
Yeah.
young who knows what Zoom means. It's
Yes.
in
She
on
took
Well,
a class. Kit told us she took a Zoom class, so she knows.
Yeah, I had a couple of college classes that were on Zoom, so I had to be there at a certain time, and if you weren't, you missed attendance.
Oh,
oh
wow.
oh,
yeah.
on Zoom.
Oh,
Right.
whoa. Can I ask a quick question before we even get started? So, but like, what if you say happens a lot here for me sometimes with podcasting? I can't, the internet will not work. What happens then?
That happened a couple times to a few students, and they got marked absent.
That's hardcore, and I'd have an
Oh.
issue with that, and I'd be taking it to the top because that's justice,
Oh, yeah.
police, big honk. Okay, Polly, you start us
Kit,
off.
just real quick for me, Kit. Wanted to do this off air, but so how do we say your last name? Frascella?
Frascella.
Oh, Frascella. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
Like for
cool.
sure, for Shella, like for sure,
Well,
Mhm.
for Shella.
everybody, this is Kit Frascella, and she has a show called The Sunshine Factory, and she is actually called DJ Sunny G.
Love
And
it.
and this is a radio station, Kit, right here. Is it a show, a radio show?
Yeah, the Sunshine Factory is a radio show.
And how long has that been going?
Well, it's been on MMR for about since last October, but it originated on my college radio station when I was at the college.
Montclair?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay.
What's
So,
MMR? What's MMR?
MMR is a online radio station which stands for Groovy Radio is Great Radio, so we're an oldie station, but it was originally Monkey Mania Radio.
Okay. That's where MMR comes.
yes, yes.
Media radio. I like groovy better.
Mhm.
I would.
So, Kit, you're a junior or a senior? Not now. I'm bringing you to something. You're a junior or a senior in high school, and you're trying to figure out what is my path in life.
I
And
just
so-
graduated college.
Yes. So, but you're going to college not to become an engineer, as far as a building engineer. You're actually going into Montclair State University that has its own DJ certification department, right?
Mhm.
Is that kind of the thing? And so when you're a senior or junior and you tell mom and dad, hey, you know what? I've decided I'm going to be a DJ and I'm going to go to Montclair State to do it. Were they cool with that?
Well, to be honest with you, I just graduated from Montclair this May.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. But were
So-
they happy to hear that you were going to be a DJ instead of perhaps something a little more, I don't
When you
know,
were a senior
mainstream?
in high school.
Well, to be honest with you, I went to Montclair to be an animator and an illustrator because art is my big passion.
See, that's where my
Oh.
question would come in.
Mhm.
Got ya.
And radio was kind of a minor that I took at Montclair. So I had a show on Montclair for about maybe 2.5 years. I just graduated this May, and I started as a DJ over at Montclair. I had the Sunshine Factory, and then I moved up to, when I became a senior this year, I moved up to mentoring other students about radio and radio studies.
But how does animating on entry? You're an animator. I saw your artwork. It's incredible.
Thank you.
How is doing that transfer into the DJ and the music and the whole other thing?
To be honest with you, I don't know, because I
love it.
I love music, and I saw that they had the radio club thing at the college, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try out for my own show, and I had to go through like a rigorous
For my
6
own-
weeks of training.
Well,
Really?
most people don't say I'm going to try out for my own show.
Yeah.
But listen, look,
That's
I
fun.
can picture being, I always have to just imagine an educational life, Kit, because I didn't have one. And I kind of long for it at times in my life. And I can imagine coming in with this thing and then seeing that and going, what? wait a minute, run my, that would have, if I was a musical person, loved music. I mean, I just think that would be, it's like almost like joining a club. It's like, well, that's cool. I'll do that. Right.
Well, to be honest with you, the
Yes.
Sunshine Factory was like a big passion project of mine because there were about 40 students when I got there that already had shows, and none of them were oldie shows. And
No.
so all of them were like rap and hip hop. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to change that up and I'm going to bring in the oldies stuff. So when they said oldies, they're like, well, like 90s. And I'm like, what? You calling me old?
90.
So I said, no, I want to bring in a show that showcases majority of the 60s because that's the music I love, and the late 50s and possibly the 40s because that's also what I grew up with from my grandparents.
Oh, I love it.
So I really had to fight for that.
Wow.
And when I got
Of course you did. That's ancient history.
when I got on a roll, I just loved it so much that I was picked up by MMR. They heard my show a couple times and they just said, you know what, we want you on. And that's where I am now.
Girl,
Wow.
you walked into a phenomenon in a way from our generation. The phenomenon is that the boomers don't want this to be over, and so you presented something to a subset of folks not even your age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is cool. Like whoever's driving their kid, like if a grandma's driving their kid and all of a sudden this comes on, they're like, who is this? Oh, she's from our school. It's like, yeah, it's great.
Exactly.
So when you're young, and music is going to be a part of your life. So, and we know this because we've all got kids, we've all got grandkids. Your generation was good at, yeah, if you like the 60s, you like the 60s, but you also know the 70s, 80s, and now you know it all. So, how do you gravitate personally? I mean, did it really you just started hearing the songs, the music from the 60s and decided as personal taste, I think that stuff's pretty darn good and needs to be spread? Or how do you end up there?
Well, to be honest with you, um, you know, it just came that way. I grew up with it. My mom was a record collector since the 60s. And when I was younger, she played your music, the early Bee Gees, and most of the Beach Boys for me.
Wow, early Bee Gees, so Massachusetts, the
Oh,
mining,
wow.
the mining company, all the deep dark Bee Gees
holiday. Yeah, that's good.
good stuff,
Good
man.
mom,
Good on your
good
mom.
taste. Yeah.
I
And
mean, go ahead.
it's what I grew up with,
Yeah.
and I just love it so much. And I could have changed my musical interest, but I decided not to. And I started teaching myself stuff along the way. I got into Herman's Hermits, The Doors, and
Because
the
they are.
Watch Band and all that. So I just love it so much, and I like spreading the love with everybody else on my show.
So let me ask you.
Has this
Go ahead,
put
Bob.
you in? Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Has
you
this
go.
put you in the path of some of the 60s kind of icons that you're playing their music and writing about? Have you met any of them, or who are you put in the paths of some of these people you help? You're in our path right here. We
Yeah.
found you.
Yeah, I recently met Dave Davies at a convention.
Okay.
Wow, cool.
And I've met the Mickey Dolenz, and I've met Mike Nesmith.
Wow.
Wait, Mickey and Mike? You met Mickey and Mike at the same time?
Well, no, I met Mike through a Zoom, and we kind of had a connection with each other through a concert, a very iconic Monkees concert that happened on the farewell tour. But I met Mickey in person, and he was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
Well, and you met us, and just I want to let everybody out there know. So I'm just out on tour, and all of a sudden, and Kit, straighten me out if I'm wrong here, but it seems like I got a note from you saying, "Hey, I'm here at the show. I'd love to do a little interview with you," and you kind of sent your card along, and then somehow we put that together, and so Kit was interviewing me, and it was just like, wow, look at this girl is really doing well as an interviewer. And, what is her deal? I kept thinking, what is her deal? And then her and her parents show up at Avenel, New Jersey at their Performing Arts Center. And it was Kit, and I had told Kit, yeah, I'll get you tickets for the Happy Together tour. I laid that out there a while ago. And then I saw her text to me and I'm thinking, oh my God. And the first thing I said, do you have tickets? Because I didn't know if this was where I was supposed to get her tickets or if it
Remember
was
that,
some other
Polly.
show.
You were
And
all
she goes,
freaking out.
no, we've got tickets. We've got tickets. And I was able to meet her parents who
Oh,
were
great.
really cool. And they're just, they're backing her. I can tell because even through the meet and greet and stuff, they were behind her. They had her back literally.
Literally.
And just, going through. And then I said to Kid, I go, man, you got to come on our podcast because, we want to hear from you and what you think about this. And then I looked into her and now she's at this college where she's doing this whole thing. I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Where is radio at? Is it surviving?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it
Okay.
is. I mean, to my personal taste, I think it is.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
MMR, is that like, what's your schedule? Is this a weekly show you do? Is it a daily?
It's a weekly show. So I have it every single Friday. Well, it's on at 2 p.m. here, 2 to 4. So I don't really know what time it would be over in your time zones.
And where are
Yeah.
you?
I'm over in Jersey.
Oh, you're in Jersey. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So that's 11 a.m. 11, 12, yeah, 11 a.m. 11 to 1. That's reasonable for old people. We can lock on to that.
We can do that.
And like, take us through a show. I mean, do you interview people on your show or is it just music only with some stories? Like, what's your show like?
It's mainly well, me playing the hits of whatever theme I choose. And no, I have not done any interviews besides the one I did with you, Paul, at the Happy Together tour, which was the
Yeah.
first interview that I did on the show, and everyone loved it. They thought it was fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
Cool.
cool.
So I'm in the process of doing more interviews.
Great.
As you should, girl.
And now do you have, can you like, let's say, okay, here we are, and you say, hey, you guys, why don't you come on my show? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
So here's
See
something. Oh, go ahead, Paula. You got something?
no, I was just thinking, the technology is crazy. Just real quick, how do you keep up with the technology?
Mhm.
As it's whizzing by.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I just try to keep up as much as I can with technology.
Yeah.
She has a young
Yeah.
mind that can receive information.
Now,
Yes.
can you produce this show right at your own home, or do you have to go to a studio, or how do you do it?
I would like to do it studio because
Okay.
that's what I remember doing at the college. And I also interned for 2 other radio stations during the summer where I did news reporting and news stories. So try to get myself into different areas in radio. But I prefer more of a studio setting because it's live. You can do it right there and everything's spontaneous and you can just talk about whatever. Even if something comes on your mind, you can go, oh, wait, I forgot. Here it is. But for
Right.
MMR, I pre-record everything.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a pre-done thing.
Cool.
So Kit, are you familiar with teen magazines from the 60s?
Yeah, I collect Tiger Beat. I collect Teen Date.
Boom. Okay, do you know? Okay, so do you know who Ann Moses is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Because here's
inspired
what
by
Say that.
I'm inspired by her a lot.
Okay, because look, wow, I'm nailing something. Because we've known Annie since she was your age, and she was a young journalist for Tiger Beat.
Yep.
And she and you just remind I'm getting chills. You remind me of little Ann because and I believe that if this was that time, our Kit here would probably be one of those gals who went out and got the interviews with the guys, hung out, told the stories, played I mean, am I right? Would that be at that time? That's how this would be expressed. There's not going to be a teenage DJ, but but there were teenage journalists, man, and they were real.
Hmm.
So go ahead.
I mean, I'm very inspired by Ann Moses. I think she inspired me a lot during this radio journey, as well as getting to interview people. And I think it's a big passion of mine. I mean, I love talking to people that did music that I love, you know?
No, it's great, honey. And
Is
you
is
really,
Anne aware of your
that's
passion for
okay.
her history? Have
Oh,
you ever
I
met
don't
her?
know. I don't
Well,
think
see,
I've,
because really you should try and contact Anne and have do an interview with her because you guys are cut
Yes, it'd
from
be
the
great.
same cloth. But just 50, 60 years later. And that's what's really warming my heart is
Mhm.
that like, the appreciation of art and music and and just the creative is still alive out there and really beautiful young people. And that for me, like you are combining traditional things with modern things because
Yeah.
technology is, but you're old school. I bet Anne would have loved to have been a DJ. I mean, that's
Oh,
why it
I
never even
bet.
occurred to her. I would love to ask her. Like, I think she would be inspired by you.
Oh wow.
Have you read her book, honey?
I've
Do you
seen
have
a
it?
little bit of it. I don't have it, but
Oh,
I've
you gotta
seen
get
a
it. It's
little
fun. I
bit.
mean, because it's just beautiful little clips of things. Anyway, I just wanted to interject that, Paul. That's just the vibe I was getting, and you really
Yeah.
remind me of her. It's really sweet.
Thank you. I'm very flattered by that. I
Yeah,
would love
I'm glad. It's
to talk to
weird
her.
I would say it, and you wouldn't even know who she is, girl. Nobody knows your age knows who Anne Moses is. I'm sorry, they don't.
Yeah. Hey, Kit, I got
Yeah.
a question for you. So this is incredible. And Montclair State, I think that's a brilliant department that they even
Real
offer that up. And
Montclair.
I did look at a bunch of the students there and got their opinions on all this stuff. It's a very heady kind of thing, honestly, going in there and deciding to be a DJ where DJs are, almost, on the
It's
bus out of
state.
town kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
How do you monetize everything you've learned at college and you've got this beautiful sunshine factory? How do you get a job? Can you get a job at a radio station? How are you making ends meet while you're doing your passion?
While you're being so creative.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really have a job right now since I
Okay.
graduated college. It's a little tough trying to get one right now. I will be honest with you. But um, I want to do radio. I think it's a great career path for me, and I love doing the interviewing.
I mean, there's serious radio. I mean, there is still radio, but
Mhm.
it's very limited. I mean, I can't even think of somebody besides Sirius. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there's local. Like, do you consider checking in with your local world to be, to bring? Does your city have a classics radio station?
The two radio stations that I did intern for, they didn't pay.
Ah,
That's an
Yeah, an
intern.
intern.
Yeah, right.
They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
pay.
honestly, isn't notoriously DJing a rather low ball kind of career? Even I think it's not a big money career.
That I'm not
Oh,
too sure about, to be
Well, you
honest.
should find out, girl, because this is your
I know.
thing.
Now, is there,
Um,
I'm just curious, you say if it's a theme, you have themes in your show. So
yes,
you're
yes, yes.
designing a show, MMR loves it. That's really a compliment. Anyway, when they took your show, you just give it to them. It's your show. You're in charge of everything. You have total control. You're gonna love that because you'll miss it if you lose that later. So enjoy that. But I'm just curious about like what
The
would a theme be?
themes. Yeah.
This week we're gonna play all the Rain songs from the '60s. What kind of thing is it?
Mainly I do different like genres from the 60s. Like sometimes I do Motown, I do surf rock, I do
Oh, okay.
psychedelics, but sometimes I do maybe like one of the themes that I do a lot on the show is like the rare gems. So what I like to do is I like to dig into archives and play like really obscure stuff like the Chocolate Watch Band. Like last week I played stuff from Paul Peterson and Shelley Fabaret. So
oh my
Oh, okay.
gosh.
We
We
just
We
just
just
had
had
have
them on
Paul
our
on.
podcast.
we have Paul on. So you play Johnny Angel. All
I
right.
did, yes.
Great.
Good
But
job, man.
yeah, I like the obscure stuff. I mean, I played something from a little known group called the Charlatans. Sometimes I play like the ripcords. You never know.
Oh, the
Wow,
ripcord.
you deep dive, huh?
Yep.
So you're very much, we have a young lady who we've been working with for years. She's family. Her name's Rachel Cromer, and she's our merchandise girl out on Happy Together tour. And we've known her since she was in college. And you guys are cut from the same cloth. She just has always dug 60s music. She's 27, I guess. She's a little older than you, but you know, I just think it's really interesting that there are just some young people who are born with this gene that is drawn to our time. And I understand that because I'm drawn to medieval times. I have my own theory about what's going on with these kind of things. Like, go ahead, Polly.
Oh, I was just going to kind of carry on about Rachel. And so Rachel went to Belmont College in Nashville, I believe it is. And
Yeah.
she got into some other things, always
Music
loved art
business.
and always loved photography. Okay. But nothing happening there. She was the merch girl for us. And, and all of a sudden, she was coming out with us and out with us. And, oh, I'm a photographer. And all of a sudden, she lands this job on the cruise we do. It's called the Flower Power Cruise. And,
I've heard of
you know,
that.
yeah, and she became one of the photographers that work on the ship while the whole week is going on, taking all these crazy pictures of everybody, and I think her sorry guys, that's probably a doctor, but I can't take it. Here,
Ah.
hang on, I'll let them. Oh, sorry guys. Okay.
Come on, this is live. I'm going to bring you back. It was Rachel. You're talking about Rachel and how she
Oh,
made it out to
okay.
Flower Power.
And so, but she that was her passion and she was able to hook up that kind
Yeah.
of a job,
We sent in a
and
resume. We just kind of said, "Hey, do you need a new guy?" And they did. And then she's
yeah,
worked what 3-4 years now.
yeah, she's
You
doing
just
really well,
never
but
know
So
where.
yeah.
in that spirit, is there a platform, Kit, that you're aiming for beyond MMR that exists that you want to move this show up the ladder, or have you reached,
Question, Bob.
you know?
My goal would be to do that. And speaking of merchandising, since I do have a passion for the monkeys, I do stickers, I do t-shirts, and I
That
do
artwork.
posters.
Oh, that's great. Where's my guy? Where's David? Oh, there he is. Oh, sweet.
So
Mike is phenomenal. That's awesome. So, is there a is there someplace people can buy those stickers?
Yeah, where do people find you?
I'm mainly on Facebook. I've had the stickers up on eBay for a while, but I'm starting. The other thing that I was interested in college is merchandising. So I started doing my own t-shirts and stickers, and
Oh,
I did figures.
Let's
look,
see. Hold that guy up. Is that Scooby?
It's a Great Dane character.
He's a
3D
Scooby.
printing.
Oh, wait. Hey, did you create that guy? I love his
Mhm.
ears and his tail. He's very unique as I am looking at
With
him.
his tongue, yeah.
Very
Good.
nice.
Boy, you're in the art world. You're is that left brain, right brain? Which
Yeah,
brain
she
is
reminds me of little Amy Albea right now.
that?
Because Amy
Amazing.
can do.
I
All right.
mean,
So every Friday, you said at 2 o'clock Eastern to 4,
mhm.
you can be found on MMR Radio
Yep.
with your show every
Mhm.
Friday. That's cool.
And there's a rerun on Saturday from 12 to 2. That's Eastern time.
A
Okay.
rerun of Friday's
Of
episode.
Friday's
Yeah.
show.
Okay,
How cool.
We love that.
I don't really know what's going on with this week though, because my show's normally on Fridays, but for since this week's Thanksgiving, I'm having a one-time Thanksgiving episode on Thanksgiving.
Okay, duly
So-
noted to our
Very
viewers.
Very
We're gonna
cool.
come
Yeah,
check you
I've yet to
out.
find out the time slot. So-
Okay. And also, so when, like, if a person wants to, like, okay, I'm an old lady. And so radio, I'll leave here and go, Kid has on the radio. And I'll be like, in my car. No, I can't. So where do I find Kit's radio show?
You can go to MMR Live 365 online.
Okay.
And then it takes you to the Live 365 website, and you can stream it for free there. But you
Okay.
can also listen to it in your car if you have Bluetooth too.
Oh, okay. See, I'm old, so I need to be led down that path. Okay. Well, just because there are old people watching, and guys, I'm talking about us, not y'all. And so I want to make it accessible to them.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. I still
Um,
can't do the URL thing. Go, Paul.
yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, the URL thing. I hate those
I
things.
hate those
Just
things.
take your phone and you'll
Yeah, no,
be
take
on
your
your
phone
way.
in.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Oh, those codes they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Oh
I
I'm
my
hate
on a
God.
those.
park and I'm looking at a giant URL. No. Uh-oh.
Oh, I hate QR codes.
Oh, QR. I
Sometimes,
don't even know the right name
yeah,
of
the
it.
QR codes, like the little pattern things
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
see
that's the
on the
thing
Yes.
we're
bottom.
talking about.
I hate those because they do job applications by those things now.
Oh, see,
Oh.
even the kids don't like them. You're not going to remember what you were going to
The
say.
kids.
So, Kit, I've got a question for you. And so, you've been in this now a few years, you know the highs and the lows, you know the ins and the outs. And so, what would you tell another person who was in high school looking at you going, man, I want to do that? What would you tell them?
The best part to do is probably find a radio venue. I mean, since I did it through college, you would have to find maybe again, a venue or a club or some kind of thing going on at your university or whatever, and just try to pursue something. But again, it takes a lot to, pitch an idea. I had to pitch an idea and I had to really convince the college to really take this show in the beginning. So,
Right.
Wow, girl.
Wow.
So it's not just, you got to really want it
yeah,
to, yeah, that's
yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
The other
Pitching
thing, go,
pitching shows a talent all itself. I mean, you did well. You
Yeah.
talked them into it.
thank you.
Now are they happy you talked them into it?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I never got any notifications on what the ratings were or anything. I just came in every Wednesday when I was at the college. I mean, sometimes I would have finals or midterms going on during that time, but
Wow.
I prioritized and I knew that the show must go on regardless.
I prioritized. I thought she was going to say my midterms.
You know that
Yeah, me too.
that phrase, the show
Sounds
must go
like a
on,
snow
could
day
take
kid to
off.
me.
That's a great phrase. That could take off. The show must go on. That's
Indeed.
good. You do
Sometimes,
that.
originally, I had the show at maybe 10 to 9:30 at night. That's what the original slot was that I had at the college. And I would be having maybe two midterms or two finals during the day. And I would come at night and I would have one the next morning and I'd still do my job.
At a girl. At a
That's it.
Just
girl.
everyone listening to this girl, because
I
that's
would
what you're
be the
looking
one who just managed to get the show done.
that's what you're looking for.
The,
Yeah, right.
the
Right.
one thing I forgot to mention is we did have this thing every spring at the college called Vinylthon, where it would be a 2 day celebration, like 24 hours of just vinyl music.
Wow.
So I dressed up in my little 60s mini skirt with the go-go boots, and I showed up to the radio station at the college, and I brought original vinyls. So they
Whoa.
brought all repressings and they brought new rap stuff. And I was
Yeah.
over here with my Paul Revere and the Raiders albums.
Oh my God. That she got from her house.
You know,
Yeah.
Because the kids are going, it's like going to Party City to get your hippie outfit. They're going to go get their stuff,
Yeah.
but she's going to bring it from her collection.
Mhm.
Love it.
The dress was vintage from 1967.
Right on, right. No Party City dress.
Nope. And the
Love it.
vinyls were all vintage too. And they're like, why'd you bring old vinyls? Because I'm doing the part.
Yeah, we're having a vinyl celebration, y'all, which is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Not everybody has folks who listen to that music or it was a big part of their life.
Real.
I
Yeah.
feel like kids who have parents who bring music into their lives are very lucky. And I have to be honest and fair to my parents because they did do that. So
Yeah. 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 So, Kit, what's your future looking like?
you need to wear shades, girl.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm just
Okay.
trying to do what I can, but I would like to do more interviewing with different people and I would like to do more at my radio show. And my lifelong dream, ever since I was younger, is to do a cartoon series, either animated or a comic. And that's pretty much what I did all throughout college. And
Aw.
nothing's happening too much with that.
Well,
Okay.
AI will kick your butt.
You're putting
Yeah.
well, that's the new generation. I have to deal with AI, but I think that'll work out. You'll start using it to your advantage, is what you're
Yeah,
going to
you'll get to it, kid.
Yeah.
your whole life long.
Well, Kit, keep us posted, and
Yeah.
everyone check out her radio show at MMR, and you
Sunshine
can
Factory.
Sunshine Factory,
Sunshine
great
Factory.
name.
Sunny
Thank
G.
Makes me think of the Brady Bunch song.
There
Oh,
it
Yeah.
there's the card.
It's a great card, by the way. I have one of those. I don't know how I got one, but
Oh.
no,
And-
wait, did you have a couple, Paul? Let me see that. Put that back up, please.
And your artwork, it's
That's
very,
what I mean. It's very,
yeah,
I
you're
feel like
nailing
I
it.
have one of those.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're definitely nailing
Yeah.
it.
I'm so
Ah,
glad, Paulie. I'm so glad you brought Kit on our cast. This is perfect.
Kit, yep, I knew you'd be great on here, and you are. And I want everybody to reach out to all of the things that you're doing and get inside of it because it's really cool. Go to her radio station,
Yeah.
listen to her shows because
Oh,
she knows what she's doing.
Got Kit.
I also have a YouTube channel too called Sunny G.
Oh, a
Sunny
YouTube
G?
channel called Sunny G.
I'm
YouTube.
going
Oh,
there.
geez.
That's easy for me to
Well,
do.
you really are at all the platforms. See, you know more than we know. I mean, I'm thinking, oh, wow, that's brilliant. I guess that might even just be
Yeah.
like par for the course, but
Yeah.
to me, it's brilliant.
It is.
Thank you.
Hold on.
All right,
Yeah.
and if you want us on your show, get in touch with us. We'll come on your show.
Yeah, that
Boom,
would be
boom.
fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be,
Yes.
Yeah, well, come on.
You can ask us all the questions.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, why did we let Susan in the group? Well, we didn't know what to
Hey,
do.
hey.
Oh.
Well, campers, I want everybody, including Kit and your family, to have a great Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Kit, to you and yours. And
Thank you. I
much
hope you
love
guys
from
have a
us.
awesome Thanksgiving too.
And
Yeah,
you're gonna have your Thanksgiving episode Thursday, right?
Yeah, you are our
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
So look for it there. If you're hanging around full of food, you can listen
full
to
of
that.
food. I'm sick of the
Yes,
game.
yes.
All right, everybody.
All right,
All
Kit.
right, sweet
Hey, we'll
pie.
see you
Bye,
at Jim
Kit.
Thorpe, right, Kit? We'll see you in Pennsylvania during the summer.
Yes, for next year's Happy Together tour.
We'll be there.
Cool.
Yes,
Cool.
exactly. I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's going to be exciting, and that's a fact.
Mhm.
That's all
Yes,
we can
new
say
groups
right
are coming
now.
out. Oh my gosh, we can't tell you, but
Crazy.
they're
We
coming.
can't tell you. Big excitement.
Bye,
All right,
all.
gentlemen, I got to go shopping. I got to go get a bird.
Bye, Kit.
Happy Thanksgiving, Kit.
Thank you so much for
Thanksgiving. Bye,
having me.
sweetie pie.
Yeah.